GA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the LA Chargers.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
2nd and 10.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, it's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
On play action, here's Shedeur. He's going to air one out. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game, and I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big.
Waste of time. Come see this.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
380. Hey, Rick, 180. 180.
Here's Herbert. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
2nd and 10 at the
Chargers at
30-yard
6 and 2 to start play. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he had him receiver shot him, and it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the intended receiver on the play, and it's third down. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So I'm prepping for this game. I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Herbert now. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for the Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Steelers nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Brings up second and 3.
Check that, street.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Shedeur Sanders sacked. Khalil Mack in on the tackle. And it's third down. Third and
4. This now a 3rd and 4.
70 Rangers, 70. 19 Tigers.
Here's Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Sanders to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Sanders. And he is caught. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Sanders. Open. And now the ball's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
First down.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
27-yard line.
12, back 8, 21. Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger. Ready.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And some room to run now. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play there for L.A. And even 70 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
It's
a full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Steelers 8-yard line.
Ready.
Here's Herbert. Touchdown! A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, they have to be loving this start to the first quarter.
Well, the way that they're going, I mean, you're talking about 2 touchdown drives already. They feel very confident and feel like they have all the answers in this game. They're 1 point away from going up 14-0. Maybe they press the advantage and go for 2.
The extra point try now from Dicker. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14. Steelers nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you talk about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me, because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a first and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. And And he's got it down to the 28. Second down and 8.
At the 28-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
To throw now. Here's Sanders. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Sanders. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
To throw is Sanders. And that is incomplete. Out of coverage, a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
From the shotgun, Sanders. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Sanders. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
It's a goal. Brings up 2nd and goal. At the 2-yard line.
18 Rattler. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. They go play action now. Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He had a man open, but he missed against him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Yeah, this is taken at the 23. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now Sanders. He finds his target, Beckham. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. He's going to wind up and air it out. This is caught inside the 15. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And the stop will come inside the 5 of the 4. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down, ball on the 3. 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Etienne on the toss right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back. They like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Hey, check that, street, ready.
Johnson, touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. And it's intercepted. Inside the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Wants to try to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Steelers 21, Chargers 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Charger drive about to get going. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and
now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Chargers first
now
down.
It's Herbert. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Orange. Set. Wide 59.
Herbert back to the air. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
For the field goal, a 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that'll bring him back within 4.
17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready? Go! 70, Timberwolves. Check smash.
And they'll run it here. And unable to get downhill there, so take this up to about the 37. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Kappa. Set.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. From the 42-yard line, here's second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Chargers.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Hey, Kappa.
Again, Herbert. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got this down to the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That one out wide and intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Steelers 28, Chargers 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Chargers are back within a score. Well, he had the rushing touchdown earlier. Now he has one of the receiving variety.
Not a bad way to go, right? That's showing versatility. That's also showing balance. I think he'd like to add to either total as this game moves on.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 28-24 game.
28, Chargers 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Sanders. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And he's caught at the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 52 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
Ready. Cowboy. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Sanders. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Odell Beckham. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead. What's good on the extra point? And that pushes the lead up to 11.
35. Chargers 24.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Kappa. Hey, easy. We're going orange. 12. Ready.
Here's Herbert. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
8 yards. That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Steelers' 2-yard line.
Hey, cap. Crowd right. Let's go. Hey, go. Home the troops right. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Let's go.
Herbert now. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rondé Gadsden. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Now, after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now ETN to start the drive.
And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this 3rd quarter of play.
Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Help.
Here's Sanders. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
Ready.
Sanders to throw. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Steelers.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Hey, smash for Viking 18.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them. And boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll go again with ETN.
And he stopped immediately there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded with those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Black 80, black. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Hey, let's go, let's go. Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
Hey, go Lion. Set. 380. Home troops right. 380.
Back to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Our defense is worried that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up to the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnston. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. ETN up the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First down, Pittsburgh.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Another tote for ETN. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
60 by 6.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A handoff for ETN. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Travis
Etienne. 27 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14.
Chargers 31.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Set. Ready.
Throwing, Herbert. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's complete to Davis.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They'd prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10.
Quick hitter here. It's complete.
And this will be a first down as well, but the clock continues to move.
A gain of 10 yards.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Here's 1st and 10.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10.
Now Herbert. He gets it to Johnston.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
First down.
Set.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
One last throw here for Herbert. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just